So they'll be calling you a radical. Been pretty weak today. It's day 18 after the surgery, the open heart surgery. Split me all the way open. Had to go in through my leg, two different spots, pull artery out, and replace my perfectly beautiful, good artery. It's been a horrible, horrible 6 months. I go back, this started happening in September. And all the walk I was doing, my car broke down. When I was doing all that walking, I could feel it. It just started burning in my chest. So I immediately go to my heart doctor because my aortic valve was replaced 5 years ago. Birth defect. Of course, then I got cancer in 2011, give 2 months to live, and have the central line in my jugular vein. I don't think that helped it out. So the same quackery went on 5.5 years ago. I'm bleeding profusely. My heart, I'm uninsured. No, go see your dentist. I collapse in an emergency. Now that I know it never went well then, they didn't tell me that, but I know that now that the doctors have talked to me. So for 4 months, I'm going right to my heart doctor. Now they schedule appointments. I went to those too on maintaining this valve. I'm telling you, I can feel it burn right in the center of my chest. It's pinched off. It's the valve. It's pinched off. I can feel it shooting down my arms. I got numbness in my fingers. Well, when you're walking, does it get worse? No, it gets better. And he says, well, no. It's opening because it's popping open. No one listened to me. My general practitioner, 7 times, including this time. So on Christmas Eve morning, 5:30 in the morning, I wake up and had a heart attack. Right above the valve, it ripped. I didn't go to the hospital. I didn't want to ruin Christmas Eve for my grandkids. Gutted it out. It's Christmas time. Started to feel better. Happened again New Year's Day. Not going to go to the emergency room on New Year's Day. Next day's a holiday. Go see my doctor. So I get into, of course he's not there. Young intern. Starts laying over the EKGs. They did an EKG on for the 7th one. Says, well, everything matches up right here. I see a little bit of discrepancy. Still telling me that it was neuropathy in my chest. I said, well, what about a stress test? He says, yeah. I says, it'd be responsible. We should have a stress test long time. Yeah, I'll call one and do it anytime in the next 3 months. Weak today, really weak. I've been getting my walking in. I'm slowly improving, but it's been brutal. And I mean brutal. So I try to walk my normal walk from the hospital to the university, and I got to stop 5 times. So I called. Did he call Eddie? Yeah. When you do it? Tomorrow morning. Go in there. Hook me up. Immediately stop. No EKG on you today. We're putting a pacemaker in. It's all gone. Your electrical system's gone. Okay. Sure, that's all it is. I think it's more than that. Told him about that. They're prepping me for surgery for the pacemaker. One of the managers of the butcher shop there hears me and my daughter talking, and we're going, you mean to tell me that you think you might have had a heart attack? Yeah. Yeah. He says, wait a minute. So he goes and talks to one of the doctors, then another doctor, then the phone surgeon. Then it got into they went to work. They really got serious. That's when they gave me the best care. Finally. My doctor, Collado, is gone. Magically through this thing, early retired. Connor's just multiple doctors missed this, including his PA. How? How can you sit and tell them, hey, you're monitoring my heart valve? How can they sit and I'm telling them? I can feel it right pinching in the center of my chest. It's pinched off. I can feel it. It's shooting down my arm. It feels like I'm having a heart attack. No, no. So they put me in the cath lab, go into my wrist. They're in the heart and they're like, look how beautiful that thing is, which they always tell me it's clean, it's perfect, blah, blah, blah. No, we're going to stay in. So finally, they come, he's let's go in his groin. Oh, I'm so black and blue down there, you don't even want to know. It didn't like it. Still, after 18 days, they go in there and he stays at it. Both of them are in there, both doctors talking to each other. Can't find it. There it is. Right above the valve, right where the suture was. He says, I see some coloring. Meanwhile, they run a blood test. They should have run that blood test earlier, which looks like if you've had a heart attack. Anything over 5 or 6, you most likely have. Came back 7.9. So, the incredible Dr. Goff, the master, who I wanted to do it before, he comes in. He listens to everything I says. We're going in on Tuesday. We're admitting you right now. Hang in there till Tuesday. Then, of course, they go down my throat and knock you out. So he talked to me the next morning after the surgery. And he says, I fixed it. You were right. That was it. It was right there. He says, that valve was full of good strands. He says, I didn't get he says, I got the big valve in. I says, what do you mean? There's a difference? I didn't even know that before they tried to get it, couldn't get it in. I mean, they didn't tell me any of that shit. He looks right at me in the eye. He says, I fixed it. I says, if you said you fixed it, it's fixed. He says, I cut the artery because I saw the tattoos on you, on all your leukemia. I didn't feel comfortable taking it out of your chest, so I took it out of your leg, and I bypassed it. So I says, my perfectly good artery comes out of that valve, which was perfect until that day. These doctors wouldn't listen to me, got destroyed because they wouldn't listen to me. Why didn't they run the stress test then? Why didn't they go on my wrist then? Well, not only that, they fried out my electrical system. So that 2 days after that surgery, it's been 16 or 15 days the pacemaker went in. My leg's bothering me where those 2 big gouges are. This past since 2011, since the day I got leukemia, has been so brutal, it's unbelievable. I cannot believe I'm alive. I cannot believe I'm alive. I can't believe the abuse of the medical system I'm at. I've worked over $1 million when I got cancer. Remember, I had all that Tesla stuff. I'm knocked down today, if you can't tell. But I'm okay. Anybody's had this procedure, they split me all the way. I've been showing you, I'll spare you. One day, you get sick of looking at that brutal scar. I got so many scars at me now. My Fukushima fish hook, my central line, my 4 radiation tattoos. Second time. He said it took 2.5 hours for him to get through because of the scar tissue from last time. I haven't had the severe pain inside my chest like I did last time. I had those straps across me because he partially cut me, and those bruises. I was in a lot of pain in my chest for a long time after that surgery. I haven't had that this time, per se. I got the hiccups, and we call them the open surgery hip, and ain't nothing they can do for them. They shoot you up with fentanyl basically every 15 minutes for days. Trying to stay on top of the pain, it's that brutal. You can't move. So I've slept basically in this position now for more than 18 days before, too. So all the effects that come along with that. I have been able to get my walk in each day, but I'm brutalized. It's not just rip me apart physically this time, really emotionally, it's torn me up this time. It really made me depressed, thinking about all my incredible hard work and everything that I did for all those years. This is where I end up. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm very grateful to be alive. And once they started getting together in this team, I got excellent care up there this time, finally, once I got in. But these doctors telling me, and their heart doctor supposed to be maintaining my valve, and I'm telling them I can feel it. It's right here, right in the center of my chest, wherever the valve is. It's pinching. I can feel it shooting, and I'm a tough guy. And I'm a really tough guy. So, but I think about humanity. I mean, the trolls were out again just the other day on my videos. I just block them now. I won't mention names who they are, but they're pretty prominent pro-nuclear professors themselves. I won't mention their names. I'm not giving any of the credibility with their name on it coming at me. I just flag their comment. Humanity is sick. It's selfish. This country is sick and selfish and full of hate and just chasing money. It's the administrators of these, well, I shouldn't say that. This is our doctor that blew this. His PA blew it. Both his PAs. My general practitioners, which I had 3 of them, all blew it. I mean, what's the matter with them? So, I'm hanging in there. But it's brutalized me this time. Day 18. It's key, I know. The first 30 days. 2. That bone's got to heal. It's got to heal straight and clean. Can't sleep on your side, can't sleep on your stomach. Well, you basically can't sleep. You just kind of lay there. But if I'm getting stronger, my appetite's finally starting to come back somewhat. I got down, right before they took me into surgery, I weighed 138 pounds. I was losing 3-4 pounds a day. I mean, I could see my body just fell. I'm telling everybody for 4 months, look at my body, just being ravished. The medical system in this country and this state of Utah is disgraceful. And I mean disgraceful. The money this country throws away, the military industrial rights, war machine, which isn't even a war machine, just a looter machine. The debt they throw out. How about these PP loans at everybody? And look what they just... It's disturbing. It's disgusting. So I want to give everybody an update. Pretty weak today. Just tired. I think it's just because it's later in the evening that I'm putting up this video. It's getting time for me to go to bed. But I want to make sure I document this every day. My recovery. And anybody that has to go through this procedure will. But hopefully you get a good doctor. I mean, my doctor says, Kevin, you're born with that bad heart valve. You've been feeling it burning there your whole life. You never have fixed right last time. I fixed it. You'll feel better than you have your entire life. You get through this. And I trust him because I know him. True craftsman. He knows me. He's not going to lie to me. If there's certain people you look in the eye, they're not lying to you. Just got to get through. I got to get through another month. I don't know how I'm gonna. I still don't have a car. I don't have shit. That knows I ever wanted was my peace of mind. I have that, and I am so thankful. I mean, I so easily could have died right in front of my grandchildren on Christmas Eve. They so easily. It's actually a miracle I'm alive. It's like deja vu all over again and again since 2011. When I got hit by that truck, all the ML leukemia, all that misdiagnosis that went on then. I got down to 119 pounds in the bone marrow. I was too sick for transplant, but I fought through it. I fought through it for, you know, well over 4,000 days. I fought every day. Traveled all over the world, sleeping on a sleep bag, doing that great tide pole work while I've been fighting for my life. I've been fighting for my life now for 11 years. Thank you, everybody prayed for me. Thank you, everybody that thoughts were with me. Thank you, everybody supported me. Thank you, that everybody's been with me. You know, I get by with a little help from my friends. You know, for we're few and they're many. So they wish he was dead. The New Country Crime Syndicate. Not yet. Split me open, pour me out. There's things that's sad to scream and shout. Never free, never me. Because I did the unforgiven. I said the F word. Fukushima Nukushima. And I took them on, head on, nose to nose, toe to toe. Fight goes on. They might have won this little freaking battle. Well, not little, it's a big one. Midway, maybe. No, not midway. They knocked me down. They did knock me down. I got to it. They didn't get quite to a standing 8 count. They almost disqualified me. But I'm still fighting. This is in about the 122nd round. We'll see what they got. Because when I get better, I'm going to come out swinging. Stay tuned.